All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of Faces of First Year, brought to you by Pima Community College and the First Year Experience Program. We are so happy to have you joining us today. And if this is your first time watching one of our podcasts, the goal is to get you connected with Pima Community College and the many different resources that are available to support our students. One of which is the Employer Engagement and Career Services team, which you may hear us refer to throughout this conversation as EECS. But they are an awesome group who I am excited to introduce you to. So let's go ahead and get started. Ashley, will you please begin?
Yes, thank you, Renee. My name is Ashley Knuth. I use she, her pronouns, and I serve as a career development and engagement coordinator on the Employer Engagement and Career Services team. And I will go ahead and pass it along to my colleague Maxine to introduce herself.
Hi, everyone. My name is Maxine Alvarez. I'm also a program coordinator for career and development services with the EECS team.
Oh, and Ashley, is there anyone else who you want to give a shout out to or mention from your team?
Yeah, so Maxine and I are two of a larger team that encompasses the EECS team. So you may hear from a few other folks that also serve on our team. But for the most part, Maxine and I will be your primary points of contact if you have any questions for us. And we will kind of talk through what that looks like and how you can get connected with us later on. So.
Absolutely. Well, let's dig into it. So, Maxine, for those of you, or for those who may not know about employer engagement and career services, what's a general summary or description about what you all do?
Wow. Okay. So here at Pima Community College, the Employer Engagement and Career Services are here to support learners and alumni to transition from education to career. And we're very passionate about helping individuals, explore different career opportunities, just develop, skills and connect with employers, um, that are eager and are willing to hire our students. We also partner with employers, faculty, the community, and just different meaning, pathways to careers, internships, and hands-on learning experiences. Um, yeah, so we have a bunch of different resources that we will be sharing with you all.
Awesome. I always think of you all as kind of like a two-step or a two-part where you've got the employer engagement connecting, them with our students and vice versa. And then also that, career readiness and professional development part where you get the students ready for once they do connect with those career services. And I love that you provide that 360-degree opportunity for Pima students. So I'm curious if you were to describe EECS as a dance, what dance would it be? Just help paint the picture.
I would describe EECS as a dance. More like a line dance or taking the lead, and just a happy dance. You've reached your goal, you completed your degree. Now you're just excited and happy to start your career and get into the workforce and making that money.
I like that because sometimes in a line dance there are certain steps or moves you have
Yeah.
to follow or learn, kind of like learning how to write a resume or a cover letter, some steps to follow, but then you get to add your own flair based off of your experience and interest. And I don't know anyone who doesn't do a happy dance once they do land the job. So that's great. I love it. So, Ashley, is there a myth or a stigma about career readiness, employer engagement that you would want to debunk?
Yeah, I love this question. I think we talk about this question all the time. And I think the one thing that I wish folks knew is that career readiness doesn't start when you're about to finish your program or you're about to graduate. I think there's a common misconception that that's the step you take right before the end, when really this can start at the beginning of your time at Pima. And regardless of, everybody comes in with different experiences, and regardless of where you're at in your journey, I like to think of career readiness as a wheel. So you can kind of come in at any point. And it's really just the more time you allow yourself to really dig into professional development skills and, making those networking connections with employers, just the better you'll feel and the more prepared you'll feel when you're ready to either make a career pivot into a new industry maybe, or launch into your first career.
Um, I do see that we have some viewers joining us live. If you all have any questions that you want to make sure that we answer here during the live broadcast, drop them in the chat box below. I will make sure that we get those fielded. And if you are watching this in recording, you are still welcome to drop your comments below and we will follow up with you accordingly. But Maxine, let's go ahead and talk about when is the EECS team available? When could students get started and explore your workshops, events, etc.?
So basically, we're available at all different campuses all year round. We do have various events happening, throughout the semesters. Um, and we also have hiring events. We do tablings. I also do classroom presentations, just like a 15-minute classroom presentation to explain to our students what EECS is all about, what resources we offer, take advantage of all the resources we offer, the resume workshops, AC interview workshops, and we also have other professional workshops with professionalism, technology, leadership, AI. So just a very broad, of resources that we have. We also have our Focus on Your Future, which is our biggest event of the year. It's a career and networking event, and it'll be at the Aviation Center next week on Thursday from 8:30 a.m. to noon. We have over 40 employers there. We have resource tables there. Vendors will be there as well. So it's a really good opportunity for our students to network with the employers, meet them face to face, ask them any questions. There's going to be a lot of employers from different industries. So doesn't matter what program you're in. I would stop by, and go network and meet people. I'll be there. Ashley will be there. You can get to meet us in person. We will be having free professional headshots there as well. So stop by. We just, if we have any employers that are hiring or looking for internships, they'll come to Pima, the campus, and we'll do like a small mini fair to recruit, students depending what industry they're looking for. We're just here to serve our students and letting them know what resources we have. And like I said, we're available all year round. So we even do like one-on-one sessions. If a student wants help one-on-one, we can do it virtually, we can do it in person, to review the resume, to review cover letters, or just like if they have an interview coming up and they just want to prepare for it too, we can do mock interviews. So
Well,
a
and
lot of
I
good
would be
stuff.
remiss if we didn't mention that you all also are at all of our Career Cafe events. So we partnered together quite a good bit, the first year experience program and the EECS team. And so if you all come to any of our Career Cafe events, in addition to learning about resumes, cover letters, interviews, there's a table that is dedicated to the employer engagement and career services team to learn about all of the online tools that are available to our students, upcoming workshops and events like the Focus on Your Future. And the next Career Cafe, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, I think it is going to be Tuesday, April 29th. And this one's uniquely going to be virtual through Zoom, 3 to 5 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. So that's another great way for folks to meet up with you all, ask their questions, and learn more about what you do. So Ashley, if they wanted to learn about like where to find more information or how to follow up with you, where would you send them to look?
Yeah, so there's a ton of different ways to get connected with our EECS team. My personal favorite, though, is called the EECS Career Hub. That's our website. It's a great first stop. So if you're not quite sure how you want to connect with us, what you want to connect with us about, or how, you can go to our website. It's careerservices.pima.edu. And all of our information is there. So all of the different ways to get connected with us are there. We have a YouTube channel where we do recorded versions of any career readiness workshops that we do. So if something catches your eye, but you're not able to make it to the in-person program, you can always go back and watch it later. We also have a LinkedIn account, which is also on our website too, so you can find how to get connected with us on LinkedIn. But we post about upcoming hiring events there, like the Focus on Your Future event next week. But we also post weekly tips on our LinkedIn. So how to make sure that your resume is updated and ready to go, or top 5 interview tips, for example. You can also find all of our upcoming events through Pima Engage. So if you probably visited Pima Engage to find yourself here today, or have engaged with other organizations on that platform, we also have an organization on that platform, and we will post all of our upcoming events there as well for you to register and get more info. And then last but not least, you can always email us. So I know Maxine was talking about our availability to meet with you one-on-one. So if you have specific questions for us, you want us to look at your resume and provide feedback, you want to do a mock interview with us, or maybe you just need some additional support with your job search strategies, feel free to email us. It's just careerservices@pima.edu. And that's how you'll get connected with either Maxine or I. And we are more than happy to help support you.
For convenience, I shared all of those links and contact pieces of information in the chat. And if you are watching this video in a replay, it will be in the video summary description below. So, all right, I was always the student in school who wanted to know why. Why does this matter? Why should I remember all of this? So, Maxine, let's start with you. Why is Pima's employer engagement and career services team important, especially for our first year students and someone they know and care about?
It's really important for first year students because we will be around for, the whole 2-year career, or however, as long as they're going to be with Pima Community College. Just to let them know that the resources are here for them. They're specifically for our Pima Community College students. We build relationships with employers, and we have them registered through My Career Link, which is a platform for our students to job search online for free. So there's a lot of employers who will post their job leads, and we want them to hire our students. And the internships, we have apprenticeships on there. That we also have internships, apprenticeships, and we can also have the students download the resume on the My Career Link platform as well. It's also, just finding new opportunities for them, and it's a really good tool for them to use. We also have other resources that they can use that can help them build their resumes. We have the big interview. That's a really good tool for them to use, and it's free for a Pima College student. They just got to register, create an account. They can build a resume, which has different templates, because that does take time when you're writing your resume. Mock interviews, you can record yourself. You can also ask questions, what kind of questions will be asked in an interview, which is really important. So our workshops are amazing. We do have them in person and online, just a bunch of different information to help you with your, interview, what to do before the interview, what to do during the interview, what to do after the interview. And even if you're a first year student, you can build a basic resume. And once you build that basic resume, you can start adding on to it as you, go through your program. Um, or you can, have different resumes for, different job opportunities. And you'll have it ready. So when you graduate, you just add your certificates, your degrees, anything else, Ashley, that you can think of.
Yeah, that was great. I think for me, my why is if you're here at Pima, you've already taken the first step in investing in yourself, which is huge. And I think getting ready for your career or making a change in your career is just another way that you invest in yourself. And we're here to try and help guide you through that process because I think sometimes it can feel overwhelming. Where do I start? What do I do? And we try and do all that hard work for you so that you can show up and get access to things that are available to you. We try and do the research to make sure that the skills that employers are looking for, we're setting you up well for. And so I think for me, that's my why every day is I want to make sure that I'm helping set you up for success in whatever it is that your dream is. Because ultimately we all want to end up in successful careers that we feel passionate about. And so I think that's part of why we structure the programming the way we do and why we offer the support and resources that we do.
Well, I can vouch for the incredible work that you all do for our students. And so if you are at all interested or curious, please follow up with Maxine and Ashley through the contact information that we shared. Come visit us at any Career Cafe event or the many other events and workshops that they host throughout the year. And you are going to be in great hands to get ready for an amazing career ahead. So again, I want to thank everyone for joining us today. Thank you to Ashley and Maxine for your time, and thank you to our viewers for watching. You know the drill. If you liked what you had to see, make sure that you click that thumbs up button and click the bell icon if you want to get notifications about when we are coming to you live again with another Faces of First Year podcast. We will be taking a break over the summer, but we will be back again in the fall semester. For dates and details, you can find all of that on Pima Engage. That's pima.edu/engage. Till then, take care, everyone, and as always, keep striving.